All right, so yesterday's random little iPhone video I did to help people out if they were looking for the auto lock thing kind of provoked me to want to do a little video on change. There's some people that think change is like this great, awesome thing, and there's a lot of other people that maybe fear change and don't like change and resist change. And to me, that's all funny because change is a generic concept. It's not good or bad, it's just different. So change isn't good unless something good results from the change, and change isn't bad unless something bad results from the change. But anyway, me personally, the way I view things, we only have so much time, so much energy, and you're trying to learn. So there's some people that are like all crazy and bored, and they always need novelty and new stimuli and whatnot. Those people irritate me because if you're like pursuing your passions and trying to figure out what you love in life, you're not bored. You don't need to be stimulated because you always got something going on. There's a whole world out there. So I kind of wish those people would just stay away from me. But like most of us, we're trying to get through the day. We have a lot to do, a lot to focus on, a lot to remember. So my thing is like this. If there are changes and the net positives outweigh the inconveniences of restructuring your day, restructuring your mind, figuring things out, then it's positive. Like, say I was a slave and I had a routine and I knew what I was doing and I could go on autopilot, get through the day, but I was a slave. And then I escaped, and now life's challenging. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea where my next meal is going to come from or not, but I'm free now. And to me, that would be a positive change. Like, all the negatives of figuring things out and not knowing what I'm doing and stuff would be far outweighed by the fact that I'm free and I don't have to answer to someone and have someone lord over me and like have no choice in my life. So that would be a positive change. Whereas if I was a free man and someone caught me and enslaved me, that would be a negative change. So change would be bad in that case. Well, a lot of times there's just change for the sake of change. Like recently, I had to do that stupid update on my phone here. And basically my phone seems to work pretty much the same as it did, only I had to try to refigure things out, which wasn't that complicated. They kept it close enough to how it was that most things work in a similar manner. So I would consider a neutral change where there's nearly no difference in net positives and net negatives to be slightly negative, because it's like, why go to the effort of relearning something, of changing something, if there's no payback, if there's no reward? So I don't like it when people change just for the sake of change. It's stupid. Like I said, if you're so bored and constantly need stimuli and novel things, then figure out what you like and pursue it, and you'll never run out of that. Because like in Kung Fu and in learning and things like that, you're constantly getting stuff. Like you read book after book after book and you're always finding a little nugget here or there, and sometimes you'll revisit the same books after more life's experience and other books you've read, and you'll have an ability to recognize things in an old book that you didn't pick up on the first time because your mind has grown. And in Kung Fu, it's just insane. Like, you just keep discovering new things and growing as you're teaching and learning and stuff. So there's always something new. So just find something, like become a musician or start studying languages or become an artist. Do something. There's a lot of things where you can constantly grow, you can constantly improve, and you'll never have this stupid boredom nonsense. comes to people who aren't doing anything with their lives. If you're just sitting around playing video games and you keep conquering all your games, then you have to either have a new game or you're bored. But if you actually find something where you can develop a talent and grow, you don't get so bored. So yeah, just a little thing I want to talk about, how kind of annoys me how people think change is like a great thing or a bad thing, when it's just a neutral concept. It's what the change actually is that's good or bad.